Hey there, SiNG Collective. Hope everyone's doing all right. Y'all ready for our 7th Protection concert of SiNG in Place?
I am so ready. Going back over the first 6 concerts, I just feel so proud of us and particularly of all our amazing guests.
And we had so many amazing guest musicians that just brought such a range of talent from all over the country to our first bi-weekly series.
Yes, we were in such good company musically.
And those 2 dance performances, wow.
And those poets, they were crazy good.
Looking back at all the guest speakers makes me proud. All those fierce, smart people protecting our region from fracked gas.
All this made it nearly impossible to decide what to include in this evening's concert, but I think we've got a really solid sampler that's going to keep us motivated and re-energized to keep up the good fight.
And celebrate the death of the Atlantic Coast Pipeline.
Woo!
Dead.
And to fire up the work that still needs to be done.
True. I just wanted to welcome everyone to the 7th Protection SiNG in Place concert. Now going monthly, every 3rd Thursday of the month. We are so glad you're here with us tonight.
Okay, let's start with a recording I was privileged to collaborate on with the divine Miss Davina Jackson.
Let's go!
Yeah!
I shall sing as long as I live, as long as I live. I shall
Translating a beloved chant into song, the SiNG Collective offers this celebration of our community's defeat of the Atlantic Coast Pipeline. With it, we have a renewed and certain knowing and determination that we can, will, and must win against all destructive and threatening fossil fuel infrastructure in our region, including the Mountain Valley Pipeline. If you've got a happy and determined dance, now would be the time for that.
All right, all you pipeline fighters, repeat after me. Say I. I believe.
I believe.
I believe that.
I believe that.
I believe that we will win.
I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. Keep marching, it's not in vain. Keep moving, it's not in vain. Keep standing, it's not in vain. Take my hand, it's not in vain. I believe that we will win. 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 We've been trying, we won't hold back. We've had trouble, we won't hold back. We're on our way, we won't hold back. To victory, we won't hold back. Just for the people throughout the land. Just for the people, now we stand. Just for the people throughout the land. Just for the people, now we stand. Oh, I believe that we will win. 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 Oh, justice! Yeah.
I believe that we will win. 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 I believe that we will win.
Hey everybody, my name is Crystal Cavalier Keck and I'm inviting you to our online rally Saturday, July the 25th from 10 to 12 online at Facebook. We will be talking about the No MVP coming through Virginia and the No MVP Southgate extension coming through Alamance and Rockingham counties. So as you can see behind me is the Haw River. The MVP Southgate is going to come through our territorial lands of the Saponi. And we have to stand up and fight against this. So I'm going to need you guys to come on out and support us. So I hope to see you there Saturday, July the 25th from 10 to 12. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.
Thank you, Crystal Red Bear Cavalier, for inviting us all to the July 25th Indigenous-led online event to say no to Mountain Valley Pipeline and the MVP Southgate extension through Virginia and North Carolina. Crystal was born in Alamance County and is a citizen of the Occaneechi Band of the Saponi Nation in Burlington, North Carolina. And the event she is co-creating on Saturday is a fine example of reaching across state and cultural borders to protect our common water. The event is linked below. Our Sun Sing in Place musical retrospective continues now with Listen, written by B.J. Lark and performed with Graham Smith-White, Josh Vanna, and Gabe Gavin.
Listen, listen, Mother Earth is crying, and we must listen. Listen, listen, Mother Earth is crying, and we must listen. Destruction, consumption, loving her back is the solution. Destruction, consumption, loving her back is the solution. Listen, listen, Mother Earth is crying, and we must listen. Listen, listen, Mother Earth is crying, and we must listen. Destruction, consumption, loving her back is the solution. Destruction, consumption, loving her back is the solution. Listen, listen, Mother Earth is crying, and we must listen. Listen, listen, Mother Earth is crying, and we must listen. 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 Love for the earth, love for yourself, love for the earth, love for each other, love for the earth, love for yourself, love for the earth, love for each other. Listen, listen, Mother Earth is crying, and we must listen. Listen, listen, Mother Earth is crying, and we must listen. She's on fire. She's on fire. Listen. Listen, listen.
When we look back at our guest speakers from our first 6 Sun Sing in Place concerts, we stand in awe of these powerful activists, each fighting in different and powerful ways to protect our environment from fracked gas. Here are Sun Sing in Place excerpts from Russell Chisholm of Power Coalition and Mountain Valley Watch, Trish McLawhorn, citizen activist, Jessica Sims and Gabby Gillespie of Sierra Club Virginia chapter and Invest VA, Lee Williams and Karen Camblin of Green New Deal, Virginia, Mary Beth Coffey, directly impacted MVP landowner from Bent Mountain, and Richard Averett, directly impacted ACP landowner from Nelson County, Maury Johnson, directly impacted landowner from Monroe County, West Virginia, and leader of Preserve Monroe, and Dr. Mary Finley Brooke of Save Coalition and the Environmental Justice Collaborative.
For the counties like mine, I'm in Giles. When the project was announced, people saw an immediate need to start organizing against it, but also to connect up with other groups across the mountains. So some really incredible people worked very hard to put all that together, and here we are basically 6 years along, still going at it.
Still
and it's
going
not
at it.
built. The pipeline fight has been so much about, defending what we love, fighting for each other, standing up for each other, and building community around that effort.
We are joining our friends with the Sierra Club and Preserve Monroe with great concerns about the continuing efforts to work on the ground by the Mountain Valley Pipeline Project. Here in Southwest Virginia, in recent weeks, we have documented worker crews that are gathering, they're not following the orders that have been dictated, and they are gathering in groups of more than 20 or 30, congregating in workspaces without practicing social distancing or wearing any PPE, which we think is really crucial to protecting our communities right now.
Divestment, or the removal of funds from financial institutions that actively finance fossil fuel projects, is a great way to take action in the fight against climate change. Big banks like Wells Fargo and Bank of America fund the companies behind dangerous pipelines like Mountain Valley Pipeline and Atlantic Coast Pipeline and others. Those projects threaten indigenous rights, our climate, and our communities.
We need a new economy that prioritizes investment in communities over corporations and fossil fuels, and looks out for the needs of vulnerable communities who are often disproportionately impacted by human rights abuses that come with these projects.
Hi, my name is Karen Camplin. I'm the co-director of the Green New Deal Virginia Coalition. The goals and objectives of this coalition is to create thousands of good jobs while addressing the climate emergency and restoring Virginia's environment.
The time to fight is now. We have an enormous opportunity right this minute to create a just recovery. COVID-19 has been a huge wake-up call and laid bare all of our systems' inequities. Meanwhile, the disease of industry-driven climate denial, greed, careless disregard and endangerment of our workers, and the relegation of underrepresented people into environmental and economic sacrifice zones has been a pandemic long before COVID-19. The system isn't broken, it's fixed.
I'm feeling pretty positive about the collective work that has delayed the project, increasing its cost to more than $5 billion. And I certainly appreciate and am uplifted by the folks in the Yellowfinch Tree Sits who have maintained their anti-pipeline action for more than 600 days. It is our hope of all hopes that MVP fails and that renewable energies prevail.
Hello, my name is Richard Averett. I am a landowner in Nelson County, Virginia, and I am standing in front of the future proposed path of the Atlantic Coast Pipeline, just about 25 yards behind me here. In fact, all of the trees around us in this moment would be gone if they were to build this project. And I've been asked to talk to you today about tolling orders and eminent domain. It is the kind of thing that when citizens like us see it, you can't believe it can be true. So the combination of a tolling order plus eminent domain plus quick take completely erodes a citizen's rights not only to preserve their land, but even to preserve the argument about whether or not someone should have the right to take their land for one of these projects.
So here from Monroe County, along the MVP pipeline across the farm, as you can see, the horrible destruction of the pipe and the rocks have been laid here for about a year. We're here with the SiNG friends concert tonight. They're doing a great service for everybody. Everybody needs to continue, don't rest. We got to continue to fight these pipelines. They will not be built if we continue our pressure.
I'm Dr. Mary Finley Brick with the Virginia Environmental Justice Collaborative. Stay safe, stay home if you can, but wherever you are, be loud. But now we're being sold dangerous fossil gas because it's quote unquote clean, good for the climate, perhaps a bridge fuel. But this is all unsubstantiated lies spread by industry with experts and politicians hired to do their bidding, to abnegate the growing evidence of damage in communities during and after gas expansion. We need watchdogs. That's where we, you and me, come in.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's SiNG in Place concert. I've really come to appreciate and look forward to the sense of being together as a community, even though we can't be physically present together. And I just want to say thanks for being a part of this. It's really special. And I hope that this finds you safe and well and taking really good care of yourselves and taking really good care of each other and staying home as much as you can. My family and I are all still at our home in Ferrum, Virginia, and we're really glad to be together. Shout out to Rachel for taking this video. And I just felt like this was the song I wanted to sing for tonight's concert. It's called What Did You Learn in School Today by Pete Seeger. What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? Learn that Washington never told a lie. Learn that soldiers seldom die. Learn that everybody's free. That's what the teacher said to me. That's what I learned in school today. That's what I learned in school. What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? I learned that policemen are my friends. Learn that justice never ends. Learn that murderers die for their crimes, even if they make a mistake. Sometimes. That's what I learned in school today. That's what I learned in school. What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? I learned our country must be strong. It's always right and never wrong. Our leaders are the finest men. We elect them again and again. That's what I learned in school today. That's what I learned in school. What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? What did you learn in school today, dear little boy of mine? I learned that war is not so bad, and all the good ones we have had. We fought in Germany and in France. Someday I might get my chance. That's what I learned in school today. That's what I learned in school. That's what I learned in school today. That's what I learned in school. Thanks, everybody. Stay well.
Thank you, Emily Blankenship Tucker and Pete Seeger. And now, two poets who've shared their words with us in the first 6 SiNG in Place concerts, Lily Bechtel and Leah Naomi Green, with a musical interlude by Holy River and guest dancer Katie Wells.
Hey everyone, it's Lily. I'm here in my home in Charlottesville, and it's good to be back with the SiNG. I hope everyone's staying safe and sound in a time when sadness and outrage are completely sane. This one is called Instructions for the Apocalypse. On Instagram, 500 million animals burn. A black forest floor, pockmarked with fire. The back of a creature, a koala, charred, slowly weaves its paws to seek the cool. Above, branches dangling. The animal you can't name keeps moving. With the 23 feet of your digestive tract, how long walking, where family, if only more fire than die that way? Let the video start again. The forest burns, etc. Let the video run and run until it starts to seem cool. Amidst the fire, wash your hair. Try and locate your fingers in the monstrosity of what can only be partly perceived. Let the water run, let the video run, etc. Click off the light and lay down. Once 500 million deaths have been pressed into your palm, the fist of sleep comes easy. This last one is called survivalist. Adjectives pull tight into the verb of heart, while the hawk plummets and the whale somewhere spy hops. Speckled wings, speckled fins, speckled eggs. Who peppered you, and how can I ever thank them? Magician fingers scintillate while mixed metaphors of sun slosh across the day. February sirens in place of April frogs. The violinist lifts her bow, begins the vow to the song. This life is breaking, and still the climbing vines, this list itself, a limb. Thank you all.
My name is Leah Naomi Green. I have just taped my phone to a tree, and I am going to read you 2 poems from my book, The More Extravagant Feast, out this month from Grey Wolf Press. This one's from our local ecosystem here in Virginia. The More Extravagant Feast. The buck is thawing a halo on the frosted ground, shot in our field pre-dawn. Last night we pulled a float in the Christmas parade. It was lit by 1,000 tiny lights. My daughter rode in my lap and was thrilled when the float followed us. Ours is a small town, and everyone was there. Their faces, not seeing ours, fixed behind us, were an open sea, a compound sea of seas that parted under our gaze, and Santa was bright. Though my daughter shied from the noise of him, she studied the red and white fur of his suit. She woke this morning when the rifle fired outside. I lifted her to see the sunrise, and her father, kneeling above the buck's body in the middle distance. She asked if they would be cold. I brought him gloves and warm water, knelt with him in the spare light by the buck who steamed, whose liver and heart, kept so long dark, spilled onto the winter grass, whose open eyes saw none of it, realized nothing of my husband's knife, slicing open his abdomen, his rectum. The puncture of his diaphragm startled me more than the gunshot, opening a cavern of blood that poured over his white belly. I did not understand the offering, but loved it. The fur red, white, incoherent, somehow cleaner. When I come back in, she asks me to draw a picture of her father on the hill. I pick her up. The miracle of her lungs that grew inside me, kept long dark, her working heart let out into the rounder world, the more extravagant feast. The miracle of her dad on the hill as we draw him in his big coat warm. Afterward, how he and I hold each other differently, feeling the collections of muscles and organs held somehow together. The miracle of bodies formed whole like fruits, skins unruptured and containing the world.
Hey everybody, Emily and Rachel here. We're so glad that you joined us again this week for the SiNG in Place concert. We're really happy to be here making music for you. And we're joining you again from our home in Ferrum, Virginia.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and this is Emily. And we're really excited to be playing this song together with Rachel and Emily. This is Swing and Turn by Gene Ritchie. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all out on the new railroad. It's all out on the sea. It's all out on the new railroad. As far as I can see, swing and turn. Jubilee, live and learn. Jubilee, swing and turn. Jubilee, live and learn. Jubilee. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Emily and Rachel Blankenship Tucker, Rachel Eddy, and Emily Hammond for your collaboration on Swing and Turn Jubilee. And now, let's turn to water protector and poet Mara Eve Robbins.
Water for April Pearson Keating. Scientists are exploring consciousness as an alternative to intelligence when experimenting with communication between plants. The key is water. If consciousness is like water, beyond evidence, and if evidence of you, beyond the intelligence of assertion that plants could actually respond in ways we deem responsive, we all think water. Sense the water of your life coursing through our sore, tired hearts, erratically pounding with a rhythm of action. In the face of grief, we all feel water. So forget the citations and the petitions for a moment. Forget the presentations and the litigation. Forget the crucial legislation and the upcoming election. Forget the system. We all need water. A long drink with our hands cupped over a sweet spring, dripping with intimacy and salty with the way in which these fallible eyes leak into our dreams. We dream of clean water. And we carry this dream like an anchor over our shoulders into thick resistance of one more fracking well, one more pipeline, one more circumnavigation with this broken boat mended by our many hands. Hammer, friends, and nail. Bring the wood and the warped wisdom. Bring talk and time and tenacious tactics, our delicious diversity. Bring our cherished water into collective containers for our missions, and give us permission to mistake what we take to be purpose for our free will to translate into freedom. May all waters be free. And may we, your beloved community, explore your consciousness within our own as we choose wisely through your eyes, through our bodies, still flowing with the work still to be done.
Hey Virginia, my name is Angelicia Rogers, trumpetess. I am a Virginia native, but currently I'm sheltered in place here in the Bronx, New York, where I live. How are you guys doing? I'm so excited to be a part of SiNG in Place ARTivism. I'm so grateful for the collaboration. It's definitely been a little something to help keep me busy during this pandemic. I've been able to participate in different regards, and I'm grateful for that. COVID-19 pandemic, what's going on politically? It's a lot going on in our world. It's a whole lot. And we're fighting for environmental justice. We're fighting for all of these things. And I really believe that this time came as a reflection. It came as a period where everything kind of comes to a head, and it gives you a chance to say, something's going on. What needs to be done so that we can fix it? And I mean, you know, we've been singing that song for a while, but sometimes things have to come to a head. And I believe that that's what's going on. So my prayer, my thoughts, my wishes is for you and your family to be safe. And I pray that, and I hope that you've been able to take this time of reflection and just grab that something that's going to help give you the fuel to continue forward. That being said, I thought it only be fitting to share a selection that has done that. A song that is in my personal toolkit that I pull out when I need something, and that's Amazing Grace. Enjoy.
Thanks so much to our friend Angelica Rogers for that wonderful performance of Amazing Grace. The next performance is a powerful remote collaboration with our very own BJ Lark and Roanoke's Amazetta Anderson and John Lewis called Understand.
He refused to take my hand.
Yo, you gotta understand, eyes blind to God for thinking he's a man. God body, but by golly, he's high snobby, elitist with the clan, stirring trouble in the pan. Hot black, calling out kettle with a tan. We're divine behind our skin. Lies divide us when they conquer. Yo, they want a slice of the pie, but they got their hands in it. These upper crust with the uppercuts got the upper hand. These underhanded cons that contradict your consciousness. The conflict these con artists depict false images on a big screen canvas. Disgusted, they disrupt a hippocampus with this hip hop bandwidth. This Instagram, yo, be leaving us damaged. You getting the picture? Yeah, yo, between and betwixt this media mixture, speak tongues to twist you. Yo, what's broke, they can't fix it. These words they use, they take advantage. Television, point at vantage, shoot and then vanish. Mahia in Spanish, illusion, insanity. This candid camera use our vanities against us. But here we go, check it, yo. They break our minds and take our souls, but our hearts beat to the same note. We all walking down the same road, different shoes, same soul, same race, same blood, same goal, same ones. We done got the same pulse. Yo, we need to stand up and stay close. Recognize the truth. See the wolf stand there in plain clothes. See, here we go.
Understand. You gotta understand. Gotta understand. Understand my light shines bright. Like a star that leads to freedom. Follow the drinking board. Follow the drinking board. Understand humanity. The unity in community. My sweat and tears in this The stars will guide the way, 'cause you gotta look up. Gotta look up. Follow. You gotta look up. Follow. Yeah, the stars will lead the way. Follow. Follow. The drinking goal. You gotta look up. Follow. Follow. The drinking goal. 'Cause you gotta understand, the stars will lead the way. You gotta understand, keep looking up, the stars will lead the way.
And now, more excerpts from our guest speakers from our first 6 Sun Sing in Place concerts, each a powerful fighter for the protection of our environment and our future. Listen now to excerpts from Pastor F. Wayne Henley of C5, Concerned Citizens of Charles City County, and Cedar Grove Baptist Church. Greg Bupert, lead attorney in the ACP fight from the Southern Environmental Law Center. Ella Rose, directly impacted landowner from Union Hill, Buckingham County, and Reverend Dr. William J. Barber II from the National Poor People's Campaign and Repairers of the Breach.
Hello, I'm Pastor F. Wayne Henley, the senior pastor of the Cedar Grove Baptist Church in Charles City County, Virginia. For too long, big corporations have polluted small rural communities with hazardous landfills and huge gas plants to line their pockets. We as a people deserve better from our county leaders and state regulatory representatives. And I for one, will stand against this gross injustice, even if I have to stand by myself.
This is Greg Bupert from the Southern Environmental Law Center. I want to talk about the Friends of Buckingham case that was before the Fourth Circuit earlier this year. In January, the Fourth Circuit threw out an air permit for a pipeline compressor station that Atlantic Coast Pipeline wants to put in the historic African American community of Union Hill. The problem throughout the permitting process was that neither the state nor the company recognized the existence of the Union Hill community. It wasn't until this case was before the Fourth Circuit that the Union Hill community was recognized. The state conceded that it had no reason to doubt that 84% of the population living around the compressor station was indeed minority.
I have, with this experience, become more courageous than when I started. I can't give up. I have learned that if you try, you will get help. Good people come to help you, but you can't just let other people fight for you. We are more than just one. We are everyone. May God bless you all.
So y'all stay at it. Listen, stay at it. And don't forget, justice is coming soon. Keep your eyes on the prize and hold on. Don't forget, ain't gonna let nobody turn us around. Don't forget, I need you and you need me. We all need each other in this place, in this earth. And don't ever forget that God's truth is marching on. No matter what's going on, God's truth is marching on. Keep your mask on, keep social distancing, take care of one another as we're working through this coronavirus. Do that. Care for one another, love one another, be mindful how we treat one another, and we'll make it through this. We'll make it through it singing, we'll make it through it rejoicing together, standing together, and on the other side of this, we'll sing how we got over, how we got over. Our souls look back and wonder how we got over. God bless you.
The ocean refuses no river, no river. The ocean refuses no river, no river. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. The ocean refuses no river.
Kay Ferguson. I'm co-director of ARTivism Virginia, and I'm here with your action alert. Since 2017, another part of ARTivism Virginia's work to provide this supported connection between artists and activists has been Water is Life Protected Coalition, which for over 2 years has published the 7 protections. It was initially subtitled How to Stop MVP and ACP This Week, and now retitled 7 Protections Against Fracked Gas in Virginia. We publish the 7 protections every Thursday, and it's 7 actions that anyone can take to hold the climate change line in the sand in our state and region in the coming 7 days. We scan large organizations and grassroots groups for places to show up, petitions and letters to sign and send, and things to learn about this good fight. 7 protections can be found on the Water is Life Protected Facebook page, which looks like this. And you can also sign up to receive it by email, and you will only get one every week. Please like and follow Water is Life Protected on Facebook, and add your voice and email to the 7 protections list by writing us at artivismvirginia@gmail.com. And all that information is below. And please add us to your contacts too. Your contact information will be shared with exactly no one. Today's 7 protections email is copied and linked below. So instead of worry or fury, take action for protection. From this Water is Life Protected platform, we have called and we continue to call for coalition-wide collaboration, particularly on focus, strategy, event planning, and calendar. And the reason for that is simply that together we're stronger. So as we celebrate the sudden death of the Atlantic Coast Pipeline, we will win because we already have, we're reminded that the layer from which this dragon of a pipeline came is intact and active, and that half done is only half won. Our focus in the coming months will be on exposing the corruption in the Virginia Department of Environmental Quality and in the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, and along with a regional focus on divestment. We're going to use these frames to stop all fossil fuel infrastructure, including the Mountain Valley Pipeline, 2 fracked gas power plants in Charles City County, and the VNG Header Injustice Project, each with their own inherent injustices of racism and ruralism. So join us in a united circle of protection for all that we love. Thank you.
Standing like a tree with my roots stuck down, my branches wide and open. Standing like a tree with my roots stuck down, my branches wide and open. Come down the rain, come down the sun, come down the fruit to the heart that is open. Come down the rain, come down the
And that was my band, Holy River, playing Standing Like a Tree, a song originally written by Betsy Rose. And we made that video in collaboration with ARTivism Virginia. And it was produced by Chris Damon and Kate Rivara of Good Day RVA. And I want to thank all of you who are part of making it. Thank you to the Limberts. And thank you to everyone, because we saved that tree, Ona, that we were singing about, and that because the ACP is done. And thank you all for fighting with us and for continuing to be on this journey with us. And it's an honor to work with you all to stop these other pipelines and to transform Virginia.
I'm fired up and ready to keep on sun singing in place. Thank you, Lainey.
And Camry, me too, as well as everyone else. I hope all of our guests tonight will join us again next month, Thursday, August 20th at 7 p.m. for our next Sun Sing in Place online concert.
And the details on that August event will be on the ARTivism Virginia Facebook page really soon. To come.
As always, our next concert will be live at ARTivism Virginia on Vimeo, YouTube, and Facebook.
So that's going to be brand new environmental resistance music, speakers, poetry, and action alerts coming your way.
We'll close with More Waters Rising, written by Sarah Lynch Thomason and arranged and performed by Sun Sing Collective members Josh Vanna, Graham Smith-White, Gabe Gavin, and myself, Emily Blankenship Tucker. Enjoy and good night. Good night.
There are more waters rising, this I know, this I know. There are more waters rising, this I know. There are more waters rising, they will find their way to me. There are more waters rising, this I know, this I know. There are more waters rising, this I know.
There are more fires burning, this I know.
This I know. There are more fires burning, this I know. There are more fires burning, they will find their way to me. There are more fires burning, this I know, this I know. There are more fires burning, this I know. Mountains falling, this I know, this I know. There are more mountains falling, this I know. There are more mountains falling, they will find their way to me. There are more mountains falling, this I know, this I know. There are more mountains falling, this I know. This I know, I will rebuild the mountains. This I know, I will rebuild the mountains till they find their way to me. I will rebuild the mountains. This I know, this I know, I will rebuild the mountains. This I know. This I know, there are more waters rising. This I know, there are more waters rising. They will find their way to me. There are more waters rising. This I know, yes I know, there are waters rising. This I know, this I know. Waters rising, this I